All right, back from a wonderful gambling group chat. I hope you guys get set for the NFL weekend, Bear. It's tough, man. These NFL lines and these games, as the season gets longer, become stinkier and tougher to pick out. But we have contests to be in, and we have wagers that we have to make to be in those contests.
Find five, find seven, bud.
I gotta find five. You have to find seven. You have a tougher job than I do. But I'm gonna go with my fade of the week here. We're gonna fade the New England Patriots, Bear, against the Buffalo Bills. That's a big number. It's 14 points Buffalo is favored by. But I'll give you a few reasons why I like Buffalo here. For starters, New England came off a bye last week and it looked horrendous. Like the vibes out of Massachusetts aren't great, Bear. And I'm not sure they have even more than a handful of players that are good, and that handful might be two: Christian Gonzalez and Drake May. Otherwise, it's not a very talented football team. And one thing Buffalo has done over the years is they have blown out bad teams at home when they are big favorites. I'll give you examples from this season. They beat Jacksonville by 37 at home this season. They beat Tennessee by 24. They beat the Niners by 25. This is what they always do. No, I take it back. Not always. New England came there last year in the same situation. It was a closer game. But even like last year, I mean, they beat the Jets at home by 24 points. Like they win these games by a lot, Bear. Yes, their defense does concern me. That is a fair take on if you're on the other side of this. But I like Buffalo to steamroll New England. Nothing to play for you're New England. Vibes aren't great. Buffalo vibes all-time high. New jerseys this week as well. Red tops, it looks like. So
it looked good.
Yeah.
It looked sharp.
I'll back the Bills here.
Do we think Gerard Mayo is one and done in New England? Is that something Bob?
No, I don't think so yet. It would feel like that's a pretty rash decision from a franchise that doesn't seem to make those very often.
I tend to agree, even though I think the Mike Vrabel being out there, that might be a very enticing option for the Crafts. But yeah, I think I'd be surprised too if he were one and done, being that he was kind of groomed for this for a while. My best bet presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, and I hate myself for it, but I'm going to go with the Jets. I'm going to take the Jets +3 against the Rams. The Rams seem to be a team that I really can't figure out. They won an ugly game last Thursday night against the Rams, or against the Niners rather. Won a high-scoring shootout with the Bills the week before. Won another ugly game the week prior against the what was it, the Seahawks, right? Was who they played the week prior to that?
Yes.
And at least the Jets, I mean, last week was probably the best Aaron Rodgers had looked all year. Granted, it was the Jaguars on the road in a warm weather climate, but at least they had. Look, it's sad when you say like at least they haven't quit. But since that game against Arizona where they got blown out, they gave the game away against the Colts. Probably gave the game away against the Seahawks, gave the game away against the Dolphins. Like they've at least been in these games, and it feels like a really good spot for the Jets here. Getting 3 at home against a team in the middle of a playoff race and winning that division out there. There are a lot of divisional games in a row there for the Rams. I think warm weather, dome team going east to the Northeast late in November or out of December. Good spot to bet against the Rams.
The Jets will also be a play of mine in the contest, Bear. I can assure you that.
Right.
I like the dome team on the road situation. I sort of fade them very often. 26 degrees on Sunday, 12-mile winds in East Rutherford. So that's hard for dome teams to do. It's an angle I like playing quite often, Bear. All right, my best bet. I did this last week. We're going back to the well. We're taking a disgruntled wide receiver over. His receiving prop was 6.5. Tyreek Hill tweeted out something like, it can be interpreted 2 different ways. One is get me the heck out of Miami. Well, the other one is get me the ball. I guess both can be true as well. But guess what, guys? A disgruntled star wide receiver wants the football. Guess what's going to happen? He's going to get the football, Bear. You saw this happen last week with A.J. Brown. 6.5 is a lot of receptions. It's 7. Getting 7's a lot. But in this offense, too, the screen passes, the quick throws, the RPOs. Like, I'm not going for yards here. It's a high yard number. I'm going for receptions, Bear. So give me over 6.5 receptions for Tyreek Hill. Back to the well of angry wide receiver getting the football.
Okay, I love the thought process. I love the way you're going about it there. And it followed you with Jeremiah Smith and Ohio State in the college football playoff as well. Great few days coming up. Thursday night football. Friday night college football playoff, Saturday college football and NFL, Sunday NFL, Monday night football. It is an awesome weekend. You talked about cold weather. Nothing better than staying inside, sipping in a hot or a cold beverage, maybe get some wings, whatever else. But great time of the year leading up to Christmas. Enjoy the football. Appreciate everybody, as always, for joining us and downloading on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcast, Bear Bets YouTube channel, and our new home on FS1. For Geoff, for Sammy P, for Will, I'm Bear. Remember, happy holidays, and remember one thing, my gift to you: the less you bet, the more you lose when you win. Bear Bets full episodes drop twice a week right here on the Bear Bets YouTube channel. Remember to subscribe to stay ahead of the odds, and let's celebrate all of our wins together.